Hello everyone, Kalen Green back here again with another one of these videos, which I don't make very often, but well, yeah, just to talk about stuff. Started game related stuff, but I don't make these videos often at all, so I'm gonna try and make this video short and sweet, considering I can only record for 8 minutes. Anyways, I want to talk about the state of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre game a bit because a lot of people seem to think it's good and a lot of people seem to think it's bad. Now, the game's got a lot of issues, man. A lot of issues, a lot of unbalancing issues, and or a lot of balancing issues, should I say. Not unbalancing issues, balancing issues. Meaning it just isn't a balanced game. It's just not a balanced game. It doesn't have any balancedness to it. But I think the game's state right now, if people look at the player base, it may have gone up a bit by a couple people or whatever. I doubt it's gone up a couple of hundred people because there's hardly anyone playing Killer. So I've stopped playing the game now simply because it's so bad. You can hardly find a match, and when you do, you just die very quickly. Now, is it a skill issue? Not really, because that would mean that a lot of people have said skill issue, right? It doesn't make any sense to say that many people have skill issues, right? Have a skill issue or whatever. So it's not really the problem. Okay, it's not a skill issue. I'm trying to fix my never mind. It's not a skill issue, that's not the problem. But there are problems with the game, like Hitchhiker can run forever, right? Every killer player should know that with the right perks on, obviously. You have to boost up his endurance. I nearly forgot the name of it because I haven't played in a couple of weeks, but I don't know. It just he can run forever when he is running after you, right? You obviously have to go down a well or go through wall gaps to avoid him, but then he goes through those wall gaps after you, and that can be quite an issue, right? It can be an issue. It is an issue, right? Can't go down wells, but then Leatherface is down there ready to kill you, right? So that's another issue, but with him, like nothing is stopping the killer from waiting down there, someone who knows what they're doing, and just to instantly kill you. It can happen, right? It can happen if the killers know where that well leads to, right? It's not really difficult to do that. You just have to get down there pretty quickly and pretty much wait to be able to kill the victim instantly if you're Leatherface. Or even Johnny can do it pretty quickly. Maybe not instantly kill you, but he can probably instantly kill a Connie. Not like the one shot does, but he can kill you pretty quickly when you're a weak character. The lobby dodging issue is still there. It hasn't been gotten rid of. This game needs an offline mode. It's the only reason I would go back to playing this game. And I'm not going to download it again because the same problems are going to arise. And I'm gonna end up deleting the game again, and I'm gonna say I'm not gonna go back to it, and then I go back to it, and the problem starts all over again. It just comes back again. It doesn't. It's not gone. It's not gone. It's just it just doesn't happen because I'm not on the game. Pretty much. That's it really. But to be honest, guys, it just a lot of people are going to think it's a skill issue, right? But then anyone who has this problem also has a skill issue. So do you ever think of that? Do they ever think of that? I don't think they do. I don't think they care, anyways, but they shouldn't really be saying stuff they don't understand, right? I put in over 300 hours in the game. 300 hours, that's a lot of time. Like, it should be more, maybe, but I tried not to play as much as I played Friday 13th, because that game was good. It actually had a lot of things that I liked. Texas Chainsaw doesn't really have that many things that I like. You can stab them with bow and shards, but that kind of like, that's very risky though, doing that, because you're not really meant to be doing that. They don't want you doing that. So it's risky for that reason. And it just, it's, I don't know, guys, you either understand what I'm saying or you don't. Hopefully you can respect my opinion either way, but it doesn't really matter. It doesn't change how unbalanced the game is. I honestly don't know if these issues are gonna be addressed. I don't know if it's possible to address the one shot. A lot of people would be unhappy if that was removed. I don't know. I don't know if that can, like, well, they'd be able to remove it, but I just don't think they will do that, right? Because that would cause too much problems. The killer mains would complain too much, right? And they've been given enough already, so I wouldn't be surprised if if the victims were nerfed even more. Danny was nerfed quite a bit, and nobody thinks that's a problem. Except for victim players who actually care about playing victim, not people who play both sides. Some people are okay, but who play both victim and killer, but then they'll complain about both sides as well. Whereas I'm just complaining about the victim side because it's very unfair for victim players. It's very stressful. It's very annoying. Nobody wants to be like that. But anyway, guys, I'm going to leave it here. Hopefully I've said enough. Hopefully it sounds like I've said enough, because I have 10 seconds to go until my phone dies. 13, 14. Anyway, guys, see you next time.